Hey Blue.
Hey, Azure.
So, have you heard about this thing called a Steam Summer Sale?
Steam Summer Sale? What's that?
Well, it was the thing we were going to talk about in the podcast, but since you don't know about it, maybe we should talk about something else. The Steam Summer Sale is the sale that comes on once a year, minus a few years.
Twice. Oh no, the
Yeah,
Summer
the
Sale,
Summer Sale
yes.
only comes on once a year. And the games on Steam go on sale
Our
because it's
our Lord and Savior Gaben bombards us with sales that unlike the human race has ever seen,
exactly.
well, for the past 6 months.
And we bought some games.
We kill our wallets
Yeah,
during the rituals.
I spent I think I got a refund on Elite Dangerous, and I got 50 quid about, and I spent all of that money, and I got 7 games, including a Game of the Year edition of Warhammer 40k.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, that was my joy buzzer.
Okay, that sounds
It gives me joy.
oh, alright.
Do you know what a joy buzzer is?
No, I don't. Why don't you tell me?
It's a novelty prankster gambit used by amateur pranksters so that whenever you're about to shake someone's hand, it buzzes them right in the hand and it gives them a shock.
Oh, right, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
I've never seen one in real life, only in American cartoons. So
Ew,
I'm
America.
guessing it's an American thing. So how about we list off the games that we bought, and then we check how long we played them for, and we talk a bit about them.
Well, I got Battle Block Theater, Chivalry, Deadcore, Fallout 3. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't tried it yet. Please Don't Touch Anything, Rock of Ages, and To Be or Not to Be,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
game.
So, first game, the first one you listed. How
Battle
long did you play for?
Battle Block Theater.
Mm.
8 hours.
Wow,
I finished it.
that's pretty good. What's it about? I haven't heard of it.
It's about the this group of people who are who their heads are various shapes. Who get stranded on the island off of their ship, the SS Friendship, with their friend Hattie Haddington,
Mm-hmm.
who gets abducted and puts on or forcibly puts on a voodoo hat and then runs an entire theater run by cats. Mutant cats.
Oh,
I
okay.
must say though, the narrator is the best. Have you heard of him, Will Stamper?
I've not. No.
He's a friggin' genius, I must say.
Wow. Okay. Well, what's the actual game like? Like, what's the gameplay like?
Basically, you navigate through this an obstacle course of one level which has various traps and objectives. Well, not so much objectives, but various traps and obstacles you have to beat by.
Mm-hmm.
It requires some skill.
Okay. Is it a 2D or 3D game?
Uh,
It's like a
uh, 2D.
right. Is it like a platforming game sort of thing?
Yes, it is platforming.
Right. Okay. You have to speak in these terms I can understand, David.
Dubsy plays it also.
Oh, well, if Dubsy plays it, then
Oh, who's Dubsy on this podcast? Nobody knows.
Dubsy doesn't exist on this podcast.
He never existed in the first place. Oh,
Okay, next game.
calling the shots. Okay, you first.
Oh, I bought Payday 2 because Dubsy made me. Once again, who's Dubsy? No, he messaged me and he was like, "Hey, do you have Payday 2?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Well, look at it." And I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "I don't really like bank robbery games." And then he was like, "You should buy it." And I was like, "Okay." And I played 26 minutes of it. um, it was fine. If you don't know what Payday 2 is, it's a 3D first-person shooter sort of game where you go on missions where you basically rob people or you steal things from, banks or shipment containers and things. And you get guns, and you can buy more guns, and you can buy bulletproof vests and things.
I like to buy guns.
Yeah, sure. It was
This is the game for you if you like to buy guns.
It was released in 2013 in August. The graphics are pretty mediocre. It was actually the first thing I noticed when I started the game. It looked like something from like 2007. It doesn't look great unless you play on the highest settings, which I do. But if you don't, then it looks kind of subpar. But I guess that's not really what the game is about. It's not really it's not supposed to be a pretty game, but I can't really review it because I've only played 30 minutes of it. But there you go. That was Payday 2. I got it for like £2.
Ooh. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so my next one was Chivalry, Medieval Warfare. I'm sure many of you have played it before, or at least know what it is. It's a medieval style game where you take on the roles of either a pikeman or a vanguard, a knight, an archer, or I forget what the last one is called. But anyway, you play as those guys and you fight. That's basically it.
All right, that's amazing. How long did you play for?
I've played for 74 minutes, but
Okay.
I mean, I've never really had much point to play it because it's not that I don't like the combat. I think it's all right. It's intuitive for its time,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't consider playing it for on end for days and days and days just by myself.
All right. Next game, that was Chivalry. The next game I bought was Rock of Ages, which
Ooh, that one. I got that one too.
It's a good game. I played it for about 30 minutes, but it's not like Payday 2. It's a game that I am going to keep playing, but like playing through a few levels, it gets sort of not repetitive, but it gets, it feels like maybe it's time to play something else for a while. And
it's a cleverly disguised tower defense.
Pretty much, yeah. It's an interesting concept. If you don't know what Rock of Ages is, I can recommend you watch Total Biscuit's video on it. He does quite a good review. But basically, what it does is you control a big rock, and you slide down a hill and through this sort of obstacle course, and you hit a big gate, and you win when the gate is broken down. And your opponent also has a rock on the other side of the playing field that you can't control. They can put down towers on your side of the hill thing and sort of stop you from hitting the gate with like full speed. And then you can put down towers on your opponent's side, and you can put like catapults and cattle, and you can try
Elephants.
to shoot them. Although that's kind of pointless because you never hit them. But you try to slow your opponent down, and your opponent tries to slow you down, and you win when you break down their gate. And you can.
It's all about momentum upon hitting
exactly. And if you break down towers and pots and things on your side of the playing field when you're playing the rock, not the wrestler, the rock, you can upgrade your rock. You can have like spikes on it. Or you can have like a steel ball. And like you can have like more attack power, so even if you're not going full speed, you can still like crash their gates down, which is quite cool. The one thing I noticed about it was that the video settings were pretty like There weren't a lot of video settings, which I ran into some problems.
There were a lot of culture references to it.
Yeah,
like Leonidas, he pushes you. He says this is Sparta and kicks you off a cliff, but apparently you don't fall off the cliff. It was just a small gap.
Yeah, it was based on, I believe it was Greek mythology of
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the man, but he was in hell and Hades made him push a rock up a hill only for it to fall down again, and then he had to push it up again for eternity. It was a very well known story. I can't remember the name of it. Whatever.
Yeah, it's so well known. I can't remember it.
It is very well known. People know about it, but whatever.
Next one.
Yeah.
For me, it was Fallout 3.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet because it wouldn't work when I started to play it. So, fuck that.
GG. Have you played any other Fallout games?
No. I'm excited to play this one because it's my best friend's favorite game. He's like, oh my god, I love Fallout.
Did you also buy New Vegas?
Oh no, I didn't have the money.
How much did you get Fallout 3 for?
I believe it was $4, somewhere around then.
All right.
Around that.
Did you get the Game of the Year edition or use the standard Fallout 3?
No, that was $6. I couldn't afford that.
That's a shame because the DLCs of Fallout 3 are actually really good. I definitely recommend that you get those as well.
Yeah.
Once you
one
get
day.
the game working. I have.
day.
I didn't buy Fallout 3 this this summer sale. I bought it like 2 years ago, but I have played 72 hours of the game.
Oh wow.
And I played 198 hours of Fallout New Vegas. Because those are great games, and New Vegas is definitely my favorite. And I'm very excited for Fallout 4. I have to admit.
There are a lot of people
pretty
excited
stoked.
for Fallout 4.
Yeah, I mean
The hype train is up at the station.
it just keeps going. Never ends. And I feel like a lot of people will be disappointed by Fallout 4. Especially the people who were not Fallout fans before Fallout 4. I think they are expecting something Skyrim-esque that will be great for everyone and everyone will love it. But Fallout
that's what everyone expects from Bethesda.
Yeah, pretty much. But Fallout it's a pretty, I wouldn't say it's niche, but it's for a very specific kind of audience, and
It's special.
It is pretty special, and it's very story based. And if you're not the kind of person that really gets into a story or likes like immersive role playing games, then it's not really going to be for you. Like the combat is probably not going to be the best you've ever seen. Like it's not Wolfenstein, it's not Call of Duty. Like that's not the point of the game. It's like BioShock. The combat is not the point of the game. The crafting system is not the point of the game. The companions are not the point of the game. The point of the game is the story that you play through and the world that you're in. And if you don't care about those things, and you are all hyped up about, weapon crafting, and armor crafting, and new clothes, and the dog, then you are going to be disappointed because those things, they aren't going to be entertaining forever.
Okay, so the whole is larger than some of its parts.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now I just feel like playing it more.
Good. You should definitely play Fallout 3.
Maybe I should.
I will, once I have some money, I will also gift you Fallout New Vegas.
Oh boy.
I need to transfer my money to Steam.
If anyone's watching this podcast, please send me money so I can buy Fallout DLC.
Yeah, you'll have to buy the Fallout 3 DLC on your own, but I can buy you the New Vegas Game of the Year edition because I just love it so much. And the more people in the world that play Fallout New Vegas, it makes me happy. Yeah.
Okay, next is Please Don't Touch Anything.
Okay.
I haven't played it yet, but it looks like a puzzle game where you have to like solve different rhythms of pressing buttons. I'm saving that for when I'm going on a trip, most likely soon, so I can have something to play on my piece of shit computer or laptop.
All right, fantastic.
What did you get?
I got Fez.
Fez. Ooh, I've heard very good things about that.
It's a very interesting game. I've played 30 minutes of it, 28 minutes to be exact. But I am going to play more of it because it's very interesting. I just don't have that much time to play games. I said, as I've just now noticed, I played like over 200 hours of New Vegas. But Fez is basically, it starts off as a pixel 2D sort of adventure game, platforming, not really platforming, but you get the gist. Like you are.
Well, isn't it platforming?
Yeah. Okay, fine. It's sort of a platform game. It is an adventure 2D jump game.
Score 1 for David.
And basically, as you advance through the story, you get the option, or you get the ability to turn a 2D world into a 3D world. Except, that's not really what you gain 3D perspective in a 2D world. And you can, basically the world is a cube, and you can turn it, and you can be on one side of this 2D world, and then you can turn the world, and you will suddenly be somewhere else. But
Abigail,
it's still 2D.
have you thought this through?
No, I haven't. It's hard to explain.
But I like your explanation of the cube, and you have to turn the cube.
That's basically what you do because we live in a 3D universe. We understand 3D thinking. That's basically how the mechanic works. Is their entire world is a cube, a 3D cube, but they think it's 2D, and you can turn the cube, and suddenly you can see like other doors and new pathways and new things to jump on to get to get higher on the first side of the cube.
I love new things to jump on.
Exactly. It's a jump. If you love jumping and puzzle things, then it's a great game for you. If you love 2D games but hate 3D games, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you will think of this game, because it's a bit of both. If you love 4D games, then you're not really from this universe, are you? Next game.
Okay, my turn. This one was actually sent in by Abigail. To be or not to be?
Yeah. What do you think of it?
Well, I think it was pretty good for it.
Mm-hmm. How much did you play? Did you play all of it?
I've played 7 hours.
Oh.
And I got half the achievements.
That's pretty good. You say it was pretty good, and then you played 7 hours of it?
Well, yeah, it's fun. You play. Basically, it is a visual novel which you have to choose your own adventure combination.
Mm-hmm.
You play it in the world of Hamlet. Ooh, hold on, I gotta deny this guy's calling. Eager fans.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Anyway, you play as in the world of Hamlet, by Shakespeare. You play as Ophelia, the girl, Hamlet, the guy who is very moody, and Hamlet Sr. Spoiler alert, he dies. If any of you don't know the story of Hamlet, then that's alright, because I started out not knowing the story of Hamlet.
Do you know the story of the Lion King?
Let's see, there was this guy who said, "Long live the king."
Okay. The Lion King is based on Hamlet, if you didn't know.
Ooh.
So
my.
If you have watched The Lion King, you know the story of Hamlet.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
Pretty much. I mean, obviously it's not the same as reading Hamlet, but who the fuck reads Hamlet?
Who the fuck reads Hamlet?
Exactly. So, what do you think of it? Give it like a rating.
I give it 8 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
Because if you go along the story, you just meet some of these inane parts that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Which is probably part of the Hamlet story, I'm not sure. But it's just directed in such a...
Right.
The narrator tells it in such a laughable humor, like, okay, you do that. I don't know why you would do that.
Okay, yeah. So it was written by Ryan North, wasn't it?
The very own Ryan North, yes.
That's pretty amazing. With guest writing by Andrew Hussey.
Yes. Guest
Okay.
drawing by Andrew Hussey and various others.
Okay. Well, if you give it an 8 out of 10, I might buy it for myself.
Okay.
So, the next game that I bought is a game that I have actually played before, but I bought it on Steam just so that I wouldn't have a fractured library. Because I have money to spend and I make it rain. Whatever. I bought Game Dev Tycoon.
Ooh, I have that one.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good game where, honestly, I think all games developers should play through this game before they make their own game, because it's fun. Basically, what you do is you start up your own games company, and you, like back in the 90s, and you alone sit by your computer and you code a game, and you can select the platform and the genre and the maturity and the engine, and you can create your own engines, and you basically control what the game will focus on, what you will focus on when you code the game, and like what kind of game it will be. And then like you get ratings by all these games reviewers, and then obviously you sell X amount of copies and you gain this amount of money, and with that money you can create more games or a new engine, or you can buy a license to a console, similar things. And eventually you get a lot of money and you can buy a new office and you can hire employees that will help you like work faster, and you have to train your employees so that like they are better at design or technology or research or whatever. And it gets like, it makes you think about the gaming industry as a whole, which I think is very cool. And it's quite a unique experience, and I definitely advise people to take a look at it. It is available on Linux, if you use Linux, which I do. So
But you said that it encompasses the entire game industry.
It does.
Well, it does do that. There's one part that they don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Publishers, people who spend the money so the developers can make the games.
Yeah, you can get publishing deals in Game Dev Tycoon.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can do contract work to gain some extra money, and you can do publishing deals. You give up some of the earnings from a game that you make for a publisher, but instead you gain a lot more publicity and you can gain fans. And when you have like over 100,000 fans, then you can start creating like larger games by yourself without a publisher, because you don't need one.
That's right. I forgot about the publishing deals. I guess I just never used them.
Yeah, they're good. In the middle of the game, like when you get into the new office, and you have about like 2-3 million in the bank, and only like 50,000 fans, you do a couple of publishing deals, and you can gain some more fans, and then you can start creating medium games, and gain more money. And it is basically a capitalism simulator.
But anyway, that's all the games that I bought. Do you have any more games?
Oh, I have 3 more games. I bought Counter-Strike Global Offense, which I played 47 minutes of it. I haven't played it online yet. I've only played the training and some bot matches because the game recommended that you did that first. So I did that, and it was fine. It was Counter-Strike. I don't know what I expected, but it was fine. I don't have that much to say about it. I mean, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably know what Counter-Strike Global Offense is. You might even have it. Most people do. I don't know.
It's a Call of Duty ripoff.
Except Counter-Strike came out before Call of Duty, didn't it? The first one?
Let's find out.
I have no idea.
I think it might have.
I don't know. Whatever. It plays very well on Linux. It's a very good port. If it even is a port, I don't know. It might be not native. Valve makes very good Linux games. So
Valve makes very good games.
Yeah, they do. But they're very good at porting things over to Mac and Linux. So if you use Linux, then Global Offense works about as good as it does in Windows, which is pretty good.
I mean, have you ever played it in Windows?
I have, yeah. I mean, I have it installed on my Windows partition. I can play it, and the performance is basically the same.
God damn it.
Sorry.
I expect. God damn it! You ruined my plan.
The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, which is another game that I bought, which I have played before, but I never got it on Steam. I played 73 minutes of it on Steam, and probably a couple of hours of it not on Steam. On GOG. I think that's where I got it. I don't know. Either GOG or Greenman Gaming. I can't even keep track of these libraries anymore. The Binding of Isaac is a top-down 2D dungeon crawler game in which the player controls Isaac, one of 6 unlockable characters, as they explore the dungeons located in Isaac's basement. The game's mechanics and presentation is similar to the dungeons of The Legend of Zelda, while incorporating random procedurally generated levels. On each floor of the basement dungeon, the player must fight monsters in a room before continuing onto the next room. Along the way, the player can collect money to buy equipment from shopkeepers, keys to unlock special treasure rooms, and new weapons and power-ups to strengthen their chances against the enemies. So basically, it's completely random what stuff you get in different rooms, but in every level, there is a golden door where you can get a sort of power-up or like a special item that will help you along the way. And it's very fun, and I definitely recommend it.
Okay, so I have an answer to the Counter-Strike in Call of Duty.
Alright.
The original Counter-Strike came out in 1999, while the first Call of Duty came out in 2003.
Oh, there you go.
So Call of Duty is a Counter-Strike ripoff.
Exactly. Maybe not. They were pretty different at the time. Like the first Call of Duty game and the first CS game, like...
How would you know? Were you there?
well, yes. I sort of was.
Oh, well,
I preferred the first Call of Duty games. I can't remember the name of them. The ones that I played.
There's Call of Duty Finest Hour, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, World of War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops Declassified, Strike Team, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3.
Jeez. I believe it was... Oh, there it is. Call of Duty 2 was the game that I really enjoyed. 2 and World at War. World at War I enjoyed because of the zombie mode. And Black Ops was fine. Modern Warfare I didn't enjoy at all. But Black Ops was fine, the first one. Black Ops 2 was but you know. And then after that, I didn't buy Black Ops or whatever. I
remember one friend of ours, I believe his name is He Who Shall Not Be Named, was very good at friggin' FPSs like these.
Alright.
Wasn't he?
Maybe.
His name is Dubsy, the one who shall not be named.
I don't know. Is he good at FPS games?
He said he was.
Oh, maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. Who knows?
Dubsy, if you're not listening to this, then... Oh, shit.
Another game. The last game that I bought was Warhammer 40k Dawn of War Game of the Year Edition, which I bought purely for nostalgia reasons. I played 43 minutes of it last Saturday, and it's really good.
Only 43?
Well, yeah, because I played like 500 hours of it when I was like a small child.
God.
But like, I'm playing more and more of it. It's good. It's I've been thinking about getting Dawn of War 2 as well, but I don't even know if that's on Steam, and I have to boot into Windows to play it, and it's like ugh. But I'm gonna look up Dawn of War 2. Yeah, there is a Dawn of War 2.
It's just as terrible as the first.
F*** you. The first game was awesome.
I've never really played Warhammer games.
Well, really, I only enjoyed the Dawn of War games. I don't really like the other ones, but you know.
What is your childhood game that you remember the most, the best?
The game that I remember the most, well, I can only think of Dawn of War at the moment, But I also played Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3.
Oh yeah,
Those were really good games.
those games.
Good RTS games. And I never played StarCraft. I played some of StarCraft 2 quite recently, but I didn't enjoy it that much.
It didn't have that Warcraft feel.
It didn't. No.
That's because it's StarCraft.
And I played, I mean, it's not really childhood, but I played the original World of Warcraft as well as Burning Crusade when that came out.
Mm.
And then I picked up World of Warcraft again around the time of Cataclysm.
Mm.
And I got into the Cataclysm beta, and I played that for a while. And then I played the Wrath of the Lich King content.
Ooh.
And then I played Mists of Pandaria, a bit of it. And then after that, I basically was like around the time of Siege of Orgrimmar, I quit playing because I didn't enjoy it anymore.
Mm. I can empathize.
But World of Warcraft was pretty big when I was smaller.
Oh yeah.
As well as the RTS games that I mentioned, Dawn of War and Warcraft 2 and 3. I did have Warcraft 1, but I never played it. Because, I mean, it wouldn't run on any fucking computers.
Okay, now shut the fuck up, because now it's my turn.
Alright.
The game that I most enjoyed was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Okay. Sounds amazing.
It was such a great game. I used to play it all the time with my sister. We used to play it together so much. It was a great time all around.
Alright. I don't know what that game's about.
Well, it's about Sonic.
Oh, I never could have guessed.
And you go on adventure twice.
He goes on 2 adventures.
One time as Sonic and friends, and then next time you go as Eggman and friends. Don't tell anyone, but there's a secret story involved.
The secret story?
Secret story, yes.
Wow. Sounds secretive.
Secret.
And that's those are all the games we bought, and that's the Steam Summer Sale. I'm actually looking at Dawn of War 2. It's 15 euros. And I could buy the Dawn of War franchise pack for 110 euros. And I'm just looking at it like, ooh, well, shit. Well, I'm gonna have to transfer some more money to my Steam account. So yeah, I'm thinking about buying Dawn of War 2, but it's not on sale anymore. Is this summer sale over completely?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
a single tear comes to my eye. Only one.
You can get Mahjong Pretty Girls Metal Schoolgirls Edition. It's 60% off. It's only 6 euros.
That just sounds so stereotypically anime.
It looks pretty stereotypically anime.
Stereotypically.
Stereotypically.
Cthulhu.
Stereo Cthulhu.
Stereo Cthulhu.
There are some weekend deals though. Anything from 10% to 80% off. Some cool stuff.
Wait a minute, are we endorsing Steam for this episode? Completely?
Blue Chit-Chat is brought to you by Valve. There is no 3. There is no 3. There is no 3. There is no 3.
I could just imagine Valve's new theme or catchphrase on April Fool's Day. There is no 3. Just officially changing it to that.
I can't wait to Portal 2.5. I think it's time to end the podcast now.
Oh.
Thanks everyone for listening. If you would like to leave some thoughts, feedback, suggestions, you can go to the Reddit thread in which this was posted. If you can't find it, go on my Twitter, I guess. My Twitter is Assure Scapegoat. You can go there, follow me and stuff. I don't know. David's Twitter is Blue High Blood. BluHighBlood. It's a link in the thing.
I'm blah blah.
Blah blah.
Blah blah.
Blah blah.
Blah high blood.
Blah blood.
Blah blood.
That sounds Spanish.
Hello, I am blah blood.
That sounds racist.
That is racist. You want to get racist?
Yep. Raisins?
You want to get raisins in here?
Let's not get raisins.
Come on, I love raisins.
Yeah, let's end the podcast now.
Okay.